welcome today as we continue to this wonderful day. God bless us as we don't land. Gidigam. Say our own say we land earthquake in the day. Say when dog they give birth to 20, pigs they give birth to 50, elephant in a one, but when elephant they drop and boom, the whole world go do big earthquake go happen. I greet you, na Biafrans, anywhere you are coming from, anywhere you are watching from. I want us to talk about the thing where they happen for zoo today. How it they happen, waiting the shell, how it the shell. Why are the things going on the way they are going on? Firstly, I want make we Dokasela Bianca Ono today. Who be Bianca no? I don't talk about Bianca no before, but it be like say so many Biafrans no really understand that the person of Bianca Ono. Bianca Ono is a son of a Funani agent politician, a political agent of Funani called Ono CC Ono Abagana in Enugu, from Abagana in Enugu. So Bianca Ono is the person that went and jump or hang herself to Ojukwu, the warlord. And then today, I go like make we see wetin Ojukwu talk about Biafra. Wetin be Ojukwu view? Why did the Bianca Ono marry Ojukwu? And wetin are for like make we discuss with that one? Because for anybody to do anything in this life, e get reason, e get why. This one na wetin I want make you understand. For Bianca Ono or Ojukwu today, to go marry Ojukwu at her age, then she jump go marry Ojukwu. Wetin be her purpose? Wetin be her mission? Wetin be her reason? I want us to understand also that Ono, the father to Bianca, did not fulfill his mission. Ono, Sisi Ono, did not fulfill his mission. So what is Bianca doing now? Since Sisi Ono did not succeed in getting a son that will replace him, every son Sisi Ono have refused to work according to the rules or according to the plans of Sisi Ono. Bianca, being the lion or the heart of Sisi Ono, decide to carry the mantle of Funalization of our people. So that is what Bianca is doing today. Before we continue, I want us to see the person of Ojukwu from the little. We have been hearing so many things about Ojukwu. Let us just listen to this interview a little.
Sir, it is now 8 months since you declared your independence, and you've been fighting Nigeria for the last 7 months. How long do you think Biafra can fight on?
I think, barring some unforeseen accidents, barring a sudden change of circumstances, I think at this present rate we can go on for 2 years, 3 maybe. Our people are putting everything into it. They have resisted admirably, and I think they can continue for a long time.
Even if the federal troops do capture the main towns, there'll still be a guerrilla war fought here, won't there?
Oh, they'll be fighting everywhere, every inch of it. It is, as I said this morning, it will probably become a question of the elephant and the tiger ants. I think so.
Now, just a short time ago, a Nigerian jet dropped a bomb nearby. What targets are they attacking? Are they attacking military targets, or are they attacking defense to civilians?
Now, for the bomb, you've seen it here. These are shrapnels from it. Normally, the Nigerians attack civilians in marketplaces. Normally, they bomb hospitals, Indeed, this last one, the aim was quite clear. It was a missionary hospital, a mission, oh yes, a school of theology run by the missionaries. They saw it, and the bomb dropped. Luckily, this time, it did not cause a lot of damage. But there is a catalogue of hospitals. In fact, they've been going systematically, hitting at hospitals, schools, markets. Indeed, whenever you hear that a British plane or a Russian plane has been over, run by the Nigerians, then you are pretty certain it's going to hit a hospital or a church or a school.
There is no doubt in your mind that these planes, particularly the MiGs, are being flown by mercenary pilots, aren't they?
Oh yes, yes.
I believe they're Egyptians. Are they Egyptian pilots on the MiGs?
As far as I know, they are Egyptians.
There have also been reports that the Nigerians may bring in a large ground force of mercenary troops. Now, if this happens, would you retaliate by bringing mercenaries into Biafra?
If I have the means and I have the facility, I would certainly try anything to be equal to Lagos in this war. I understand that they are going to very shortly to get a large group. I think it is the 5th Commando.
Very well. Very, very well. If you listen to Ojukwu, Ojukwu said that anytime you hear, if I don't pick anything, I pick this one. He said, anytime when you hear aeroplane, Russian aeroplane, American aeroplane, not America, Russian aeroplane, British aeroplane, anytime you hear them, no worry about where did they go. Where did they go? Na church, school, residential building, marketplaces, streams where people run to cover. And who are these people there? Innocent civilians, women, and the children targeted. To confirm that, I want you to listen to this part of this video as well. Listen.
Even light machine guns, they stay well away from. They just and political whitewashing. It is this very culture of impunity that has kept Nigeria shackled, where those who should be in prison instead dictate the affairs of the state. Let it be clear. A nation that refuses to hold its past leaders accountable will continue to recycle the same ruts. If Babangida's words carry any weight, then let them be a call for justice, not another entry in Nigeria's long, shameful history of impunity. This person was actually responding to Magnus Abe on X, and a lot of Nigerians could actually relate with that particular write-up. Now, in the quest of the, couple of revelations in that book, specifically page 39, the Apex Igbo Social Culture Organization, Ohaneze Indibo, they have actually called for a stop to all forms of entrenched vindictiveness, cruelty, and deep-seated animosities towards the Igbos in Nigeria following the revelation of former military leader General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida that the January 1966 coup was not an Igbo coup. The group also demanded an unreserved apology from President Bola Tinubu on behalf of the government, past military leaders, and particularly General Yakubu Gowon for the pain suffered by the Igbos. The Ohaneze, in a statement on Sunday by its Deputy President Nzeogwu Isuguzoro, said it's time to put a stop to the narrative that Igbos are anti-Nigeria's progress. Isuguzoro maintained that the erroneous promotion of the 1966 coup as an Igbo coup has brought about catastrophic even light machine guns, they stay well away.
Dissect categorically how that war created a political imbalance. Mutilated our political structure.
So, like I said, anyway, make I not forget good manner. I be good person now, I'm a good person. At least our PM na good guy. Me, I be good person. Noni, I greet you. Good morning from here. Good afternoon. Ike, I greet you, Evan. Machie Bose, I greet you. Okay, Kenneth, Ndewo. Sunday, Christopher, I greet you. Royal News TV, I greet you. Sunday, okay, Sunday Christopher, I greet all of you from Alonso State. What do you mean by account number from Alonso State? Is Sunday. Okay, we continue. Biafrans, Keshi, I greet you, I greet all of you. Now, I want us to look into this thing where they happen. Funani headers attack, launching attack, this and this. How did they start? Where did they start? Where are they going to? Where and what is the mission? That is what I want to show us. And I want us to see Bianco no family. That is from his paternal papa house, paternal home. What has been their role in this Nigeria film making and orchestration, finalization, and the jihalization? What is their mission? I want us to listen to this. The same thing Ojukwu said is the same thing a British reporter said. Listen.
Aligned, will I say, gave a particular discoloration to an ethnic group, which obviously the generations who were not yet born are suffering for the consequences up till now.
Another thing I would like us to know and understand is that the problem you see today, the whether you call it political or ethnical or ethnic or political or anyhow you want to name it, no be today start. It no start in 1966. I don't talk this since people no understand. There was a Ojukwu documentary I played here one day. Ojukwu was telling you how the people has been going through pogroms since 1945. So no be 1966. And they come small, listen.
Mr. Forsyth, you claim that what's happening in Biafra is genocide and massacre on a very large scale. What evidence do you have for this?
The journalist that came to Biafra to witness what was going on, because the journalists, none of the British journalists, because then it was only British journalists that were allowed to come and they do whatever, cover whatever. All of them, no one was allowed to go down to Biafran land to witness what was happening. Lagos, why they always call Lagos? Because Lagos was headquarters. Lagos was the capital of Nigeria then. So all of them come to Lagos, interview governors, interview ministers, interview secretariat, from secretariat, go to presidential office, go to barrack, Dodan barrack, interview Gowon and the other militaries. What they give them, the same system you see in Nigeria they run today, name that they run. When they land Lagos, they go, Nigeria go give them information of what is happening. So this man came and said, I want to find out what is happening. I want to witness truly. And they told him, if you are going there, don't be, the Biafrans are going to chop you raw when they see you. He said, after all, that is my job. If I die, I die. And as the man was going, the first thing he saw was over 300 people that were tied, handbags. Their hands were tied behind them. From church, people that ran to church, children, women, men, boys, girls, all of them tied akanazo, poputa haniro, batosia hanchishi, tomaha along the road. That was the welcome greetings where they carry give the man where they come. Listen.
It's mainly threefold. Partly my own eyewitness experiences. I followed the Biafran army very closely on a number of occasions. At one occasion, at Onitsha, I came across 300 members of the Apostolic Church of Onitsha slaughtered by the Federal 2nd Division.
Did you actually see these bodies?
Yes, I helped clear them out of the road. The Biafran army was so shocked they wouldn't march past them. It took us 18 hours to clear the bodies out of the way. and they had all had their hands tied behind their backs and been shot at close range. On another occasion...
Did you count these bodies?
Personally, one by one, no. The estimate was 300. I think it was a fairly fair estimate. They were piled as high as a man's shoulder.
Plus 300.
Stacked on the roadside. On another occasion, a man whom I know was a photographer working for the Biafrans, took a photograph very shortly after a village had been completely wiped out. And you can see still the bodies lying around the market square where they were shot down. Secondly, from eyewitness sources, survivors of the massacres. And thirdly, from interrogations of federal prisoners who, when the Igbo captors have been sent out of the way, admit, quite frankly, that they are there to wipe out Igbo. That's what they admit.
But what do they say that their orders were?
They don't mention what their orders were. They don't seem to be taking any notice of orders anymore. They're taking frightful casualties, and in revenge for these casualties, they seem to be going on a blood rampage, which has nothing to do with what Lagos is saying about the rehabilitation of the Igbo and how they're all going to be treated as equal citizens of Nigeria. In other words, there is such a disparity between what Lagos is saying on the one hand and what the federal army is actually doing on the ground, that one has to come to the conclusion either Lagos is lying, and I don't think they are, I think they're quite sincere, or that the federal army of 80,000 brand new raw conscripts has gone out of control.
What about the bombing of Biafra? The federal government has claimed that they've only been attacking strategic targets.
Well, this is absolute nonsense. They may have given orders for the attacking of strategic targets, but the pilots they're using are almost exclusively Egyptian. And I've examined too many sites of bombing raids to be of any other conclusion that, almost without exception, they go straight for civilian centers. Anything that's protected by even light machine guns, they stay well away from. They just go down on schools, hospitals, and the African townships and the markets, all of which, during the course of a working day, are crammed with women and children. Very little else.
There is other evidence. On January the 29th,
the so-called rising sun of Biafra is set forever. It will be a great disservice for anyone to continue to use the word Biafra to refer to any part of the East Central state.
Now, from Gowon is the one speaking. I believe from what Gowon is telling you now, you will understand why they hate you. Because you said Biafra. So when you hear them fighting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, calling you terrorists, I want you to understand why they are doing it. Intimidation, victimization, brutalization, and so on, so that you will not talk about Biafra again. Remember the time they kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya? Waiting they were jubilating. Yes, no more Biafra. Let us see how let us see who will come and talk about Biafra again. Was it not what Malami said? Come and talk Biafra again. Let us see who will come and talk Biafra again. We will make sure we finish you. And people are not taking things serious. That be my problem. Our people don't take anything serious. We see something, minam. But you go watch them, they do that thing. When you tell you like play, they smile, you go use them, they kill you, you say minam. Listen to go on again.
Even light machine guns, they stay well away from. They just go down on schools, hospitals, and the African townships and the markets, all of which, during the course of a working day, are crammed with women and children.
And to tell you that they don't want anything Biafra, during the war, like you heard the journalists tell you, like Ojukwu also tell you, because when Ojukwu said it, people did not believe until this man came to say it. Now, they say that, what is his name? Go on. His name, Obasanjo, and what is his name? IBB, and whoever, T.Y. Danjuma. You know, people don't, T.Y. Danjuma that is crying today was one of them. They came to Biafra land to wipe us away. As they are claiming that the coup, 1966 coup, wasn't Igbo coup. What about the massacre? Have they asked? Have they told us? What is his name? Babangida. Did the Babangida tell anybody in that book why they were destroying and wiping away, carrying out genocide against innocent children and the women? Did they tell you that? And you are asking, hey, we want 100 million. Fools everywhere. You see, one problem with our Igbo people is that everything they want to turn them into money. Every if their brother die now, if somebody can't kill me now, as I dey hear the dog, somebody can't use knife, cut my head, come out. My family go they ask the person how much you want pay for compensation. That is their own. That is our people. Everything they want to gain, everything they want. After all, the person where die don't die. Give us money. This is our problem. Until we begin to listen. When I was in Italy, a boy, I think a Senegalese boy, he was driving bicycle, and a girl, one young girl, all these uncultured or mannerless girls, use a motor, hit him, he fall, the thing they pen him, he wound for leg, blood will they come out. So people stop, and the girl just there for a motor, just stay like this. They wait to make police come. Because your own be say, if police come, they go say, I go pay insurance, finish, I go, insurance company go pay, because my motor get insurance. So people come gather, come they tell the girl, they come down, say the person where the wood, they go through pen, he say, make insurance go take care of her now. The boy manage stand up. You know what he do? The chain where the boy they use lock and bicycle, he go open them, carry the chain, whine am, pia for the girl leg, drum the girl fall for ground. They come to ask the boy, waiting the worry you. He say insurance go pay, make insurance pay everything. When you don't have value for yourself, you will not know what you mean to yourself. Our own is money. 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 That is why today we want to fall back to where Biafra has not been declared. They are telling you, we are sorry for we attack you. Have they told you sorry? Have they confessed how they massacred Aguiyi with over 40,000 Biafran soldiers? Do you know why you don't even have any top-ranking soldiers? Do you know why? How many majors, how many people retired in Biafran war as generals? How many of you? From when we talk Igbo, you don't understand. Igbo means Southerners, as they call us Easterners, including you Calabar, including you Akwa Ibom, including you wherever you call yourself that fall under Biafra. How many generals do you have that retired that are the set of Babangida? How many do you have? Do you have anyone? Because they paid all of them and gave all of them mass burial. That made Ojukwu go to Ghana and said, first thing first. Go on. You must show me where you buried all my brothers. Before we talk. Before we begin talk. If you want us to talk, you must show me where you buried all my brothers, including Aguiyi. Then go on have to sign that he will show him. First thing. Then he came back. Ojukwu go bring all of them out. Give them befitting burial as soldiers. All of them. That Ojukwu you see. All of you today, Ojukwu is Igbo. Ojukwu is Igbo. You don't know what Ojukwu has done for you as Igbo. As Biafran. You don't know. Listen to go on. Listen.
Very little else.
There is other evidence. On January the 29th,
the so-called rising sun of Biafra is set forever.
Did you hear that?
It will be a great disservice for anyone to continue to use the word Biafra to refer to any part of the East Central state of Nigeria.
Now, I want you to also understand that Biafra has been in existence before Nigeria. That name, Biafra, has been existing even during Portuguese trade with our land, Biafra. Biafra has been existing as a name of a people, and that is our people. Now, Gowon is telling you nobody should be mentioned, nobody should mention the name Biafra again. Nobody should describe himself or herself as a Biafran. Nobody should ever say there are people called Biafra. What does that mean? To make sure your lineage, anything about you is forgotten. As do no do no do no do, they come wipe history, so that you will not even know that there was somebody like Ebituiki. You will not even know that there was somebody like Ojukwu, there was somebody like Aguiyi, there was somebody like Efio, there was somebody like Okokondem. This is the target, and they are succeeding. They are succeeding, and people know they get them. Now be the matter.
The tragic chapter of violence is just ended.
Traffic chapter of violence has just ended. And what is the traffic chapter of violence? Because Ojukwu demanded fair treatment. Because Ojukwu said, stop killing my people in the north. Not once, not twice, not thrice. That Ojukwu demanded that Nigeria Fulani people should stop killing, unlifing, ending lives of our people in the north. They did not listen. They say Ojukwu fought. Nobody is asking Ojukwu, why did you demand to separate from Nigeria? Nobody is asking till now that we are here. Have you seen any of all these journalists, journalists to one corner, journalists brown envelope? Have you seen any of them come to discuss what was discussed in Aburi? Have you seen or heard all of any of them come to tell you, but let us discuss this Aburi? Have you seen any journalists talk about it? Because they will never talk about it, because it is against Nigeria. Nigeria is the only place where a journalist will be given instruction on what to talk. If he see Funane man now, come shook hand for my eye, you know go talk, and because it is not in the diary of their report. If you talk about Biafra, now I want you to understand that when they tag you terrorist, it's not because you are a terrorist. When they say Simon Ekpa is inciting violence, no, it's a lie. When they say Nnamdi Kanu is inciting violence, no, it's a lie. What did Nnamdi Kanu do at the first place that made him arrest him? Because he imported transistor radio, which is not a contraband, which anybody can buy, which anybody can use. They say you be terrorist for importing a transistor. People know the fact. You know, say we don't forget the main reason where make them pursue Nnamdi Kanu at the first place, arrest them. You've forgotten. You know, say we have forgotten. We have forgotten. Bianco no may have forgotten what his father did, what our father was doing, what our father did not accomplish. He think we have forgotten. Bianca, we have not forgotten. If you talk about Biafra, you become evil.
We are at the dawn of national reconciliation. Once again, we have an opportunity to build a new nation. You will have heard that my government may seek the assistance of friendly foreign governments and bodies, especially in the provision of equipment to supplement our national effort. There are, however, a number of foreign governments and organizations whose so-called assistance will not be welcome. These are the governments and organizations which sustained the rebellion.
He said that the government and the organizations that sustained the rebellion, that is like these journalists that they came to tell you the truth. What happened? they were suspended from coming to Nigeria. NGOs, Christian associations, organizations, countries that supported Biafra, that gave them food like Gabon, like Africa Coast, were suspended from anything Nigeria. According to what Gowon is saying here, he said they are supporting rebellion. Who is rebellion? Everybody that accepted Biafra, you become a rebellion. Therefore, they will treat you. And now, do you know why they stop them from coming? Because when they come in, they will give you business opportunities. Already, they have planned that since you refuse to die at the gunpoint, at the bomb, they are going to use hunger to wipe you away. They take away every resources, every money, every asset, everything you have, and give you only 20 pounds. So that the people that could have been of help when they come in, the foreign bodies, the foreign NGO organizations that would have bring goods, bring food, bring clothes for you, they have been sent away. They have been stopped. They have stopped them from coming. The countries that would have given you business to trade with you, they have stopped them. You are all alone. You are being stalked to die all alone for yourself. This is the plan. But the thing be say, onye chukwu ya mụkwa n'anya, o nwere ife na-eme ya o. Waiting the plan finish, e no work. As they plan, he refused to work.
They are thus guilty of the blood of thousands who perished because of the prolongation of the futile rebellious resistance. They did not act out of love for humanity. Their purpose was to disintegrate Nigeria and Africa and impose their will on us.
Now, I'm sure you listened to the British that was part of the British national that was part of the war. He witnessed the Biafran war. He decided to visit there and he gave his own recount. Now, according to him, if you didn't understand some of the things he was saying, he said that what Lagos was saying was different from what the military conscription, that is about 80,000 military men who were conscripted to ensure that the Biafran war doesn't continue. The orders they were carrying was completely different because he said it was a bloodbath. There was so much civilian casualty. They weren't necessarily targeting those who were fighting. They were targeting the women and the children. Talked about the fact that they went to a church where they saw people praying. All of them, about 300 of them, were brought in, their hands tied back, and they were shot at close range. Bodies piled as high up until the shoulder, and other events across the southeast like that transpired. Now, before we even go into that, what caused the secession? What was the call for secession? The counter coup, the program in 1966. Now, before then, they were already disgruntled. The disgruntled was the fact that there were talks from every other region that the Igbos liked to dominate wherever it is they find themselves. In fact, the Sardauna al Sokoto.
Okay. We know that they have told you that you dominate, therefore you will never be part of Nigeria. We have listened to this over and over. So for we to quickly cover up some other things, we go stop this video for here. Let us jump into the other side of the matter. Let us jump into the other side of the matter. Today, we see so many things happening. We hear so many things. By the way, to continue
in the early hours.
Let us just listen to this because you may need to know. So many people don't know. For Ali Chukwuma, I'm sorry, I don't know why I keep using Kaduna Chukwuma Nzeogwu. I think he's Ali. No, he's not Ali. Kaduna Chukwuma Nzeogwu. They claim that was fighting for Igbo. They claim he was the one that led the Igbo coup. I want you to hear about him. And they found out, because in my own, from what I have learned, and from this video also, this Nzeogwu never supported anything like Igbo or Biafra. During the Biafra war, he never supported Biafra. Listen.
Of January 15th, 1966, a group of young Nigerian soldiers staged a coup that would change the course of the nation's history. At the forefront was Major Chukwuma Kaduna Nzeogwu, a man whose ideals, ambitions, and actions remain a subject of debate to this day. Chukwuma Nzeogwu was born on February 26, 1937, in Kaduna, northern Nigeria, to Igbo parents from Okpanam, present-day Delta State. His upbringing in a multicultural environment shaped his worldview and his deep sense of Nigeria's unity. Nzeogwu's military training took him to the prestigious Royal Military Academy in Sandhurst, England, where he honed his skills and developed a strong sense of discipline and patriotism. By 1966, Nigeria was a young nation grappling with political instability, corruption, and ethnic tensions. Nzeogwu and his fellow officers saw themselves as saviors determined to cleanse the country of its ills. In his famous radio broadcast announcing the coup, Nzeogwu says our enemies are the political profiteers, the swindlers, the men in high and low places that seek bribes and demand 10%.
Our enemies are the political profiteers, the swindlers, the men in high and low places that seek bribes and demand 10%. Those that seek to keep the country divided permanently so that they can remain in office as ministers or VIPs at least. The tribalists, the nepotists, those that make the country look big for nothing before international circus. Those that have corrupted our society and put the Nigerian political calendar back by their words and deeds. Like good soldiers, we are not promising anything miraculous or spectacular. But what we do promise every law-abiding citizen is freedom from fear and all forms of oppression. Freedom from general inefficiency and freedom to live and strive in every field of human endeavor, both nationally and internationally. We promise you that you will no more be ashamed to say that you are a Nigerian. I leave you with a message of good wishes and ask for your support at all times.
I believe everybody heard him. You will no more be ashamed to say that you are a Nigerian. I want you to understand that this thing going on today about Nigeria, about when you talk about Nigeria, you will be harassed, you will be bullied. If you throw your identity as a Nigerian anywhere in this world, even in Cotonou, you will be dealt with for being a Nigeria. Nigeria has been a cause. Nigeria has been a bully. Nigeria has been a terrorist organization. Nigeria has been a terrorist state. Everything bad in Nigeria. That was why our prime minister called Nigeria evil forest, that so many people don't know. When you bring the picture of evil forest, you bring Nigeria, then you tell me what the difference it is that you have between them. So I want you to understand that the same person they told you was a separatist or a Biafran fighting for Igbo, carried that Igbo coup. He said he is working for Nigeria to be a better place. Listen.
So that our land, watered by the Niger and Benue, between the sandy wastes and the Gulf of Guinea, washed in salt by the mighty Atlantic, shall not detract Nigeria from gaining sway in any great aspect of international endeavor. I wish you all good luck, and I hope you will cooperate with the fullest in this job which we have set for ourselves of establishing a prosperous nation and achieving solidarity.
The coup, though initially successful in the north, ultimately failed to achieve its nationwide objectives. Key political figures, including Premier of the Northern Region, Ahmadu Bello, and Premier of the Western region, Ladoke Akintola, were assassinated. The Prime Minister of Nigeria, Tafawa Balewa, was killed in the coup. Some have said that Nzeogwu's actions were driven by a desire for a united Nigeria, free from corruption and tribalism. However, his methods and the coup's fallout remain controversial. Some saw him as a hero who dared to challenge a corrupt system, while others viewed him as a traitor whose actions led to a chain of events that plunged Nigeria into a civil war. Following the coup, Nzeogwu was imprisoned but later released to fight on the side of Biafra during the Nigerian Civil War. His commitment to the Biafran cause, however, was short-lived. Did Nzeogwu fight for Biafra? Nzeogwu had his own mission. That is where referring to books comes in. If you look at this work of biographical history, Obasanjo tells the story of Nzeogwu. It is one of the classics on Nzeogwu. In fact, it is the most comprehensive work on Nzeogwu written by Obasanjo, an officer that knew him closely. It is not from this book that I intend to read on this edition of State Affairs. The book I want to read from is this book, The Nigerian Revolution and the Biafran War, The Aftermath, written by Alexander Madiebo. I want to read from this book. Reading is key to unlocking the mind's potential. It bridges the past, present, and future, empowering us with knowledge, igniting creativity, and fostering understanding. Every page turned is a step towards growth. So let's grow in the history of Kaduna Nzeogwu. Let's read from Madiebo's book. Who is Madiebo? Madiebo was the ground officer commanding of the Biafran army during the war. To state it clearly, after Ojukwu as the head of state of Biafra, the next powerful figure was General Alexander Madiebo. After the war and after returning from exile, he wrote this book. But I want to read from page 390 to make a point about Kaduna Nzeogwu. It is the view of Alexander Madiebo. He says, in one such operation around Ukpi Junction, Major Nzeogwu's party was ambushed by the army. Most of his men were either killed or seriously wounded. According to some reports, Nzeogwu was seriously wounded and died before he could get adequate medical attention. Other reports claimed that when he got to the rear and was recognized by some Nigerian soldiers, they decided to execute him for killing the Saudana of Sokoto. Madiebo continues, Nzeogwu's corpse was later taken to Kaduna for public display and burial. However, it is a fact that Major Nzeogwu was never a Biafran. Can you take note of that? Alexander Madiebo in this book says Nzeogwu was never a Biafran.
And I want you to understand Alexander Madiebo. Who be Alexander Madiebo? He went on exile like Ojukwu. that made what is his name? Philip Effiong to become the general. If Philip, because if Alexander Madebo did not go on exile too, he would have been the one to hand over to go on. But he said also, instead of me to hand over to go on, I better go on exile too. So he went on exile too, like Ojukwu. So he fought for Biafra. He know the people that fought Biafra. This man now is telling you that Nzeogwu, Chukwuma Kaduna Nzeogwu did not fight for Biafra. Therefore, he classified him as a known Biafran. I believe you that. So when people are doing everything, they tell you, say, nobody listen. When I found this history, I go read it. Thank God this man come bring and read. I go find out, say, why is it that all this while they are telling you Iboku, Iboku? Nobody have told you that Chukwuma Nzeogwu did not support Biafra. If Chukwuma Nzeogwu left for Iboku, why didn't he support for Biafra? Why didn't he give his support for Biafra? Why didn't he built his own army during Biafran war? He was not fighting for Biafra. Continue.
He continues, he did not join the Biafran army or any military or paramilitary organization throughout his life in Biafra. This is the GOC of the Biafran army talking about Nzeogwu in his book. Madebo says, rather, Nzeogwu merely used Biafra as a base to continue his fight against what he considered to be a continuation of the July 1966 coup against the federal military government of General Ironsi. He says, thus, the ultimate hero of Nigerian revolution and the Biafran war is Chukwuma Kaduna Nzeogwu, for he was neither on the side of Ojukwu's rebellion nor on the side of Gowon's coup. You want to read more of Madiebo's analysis of the Nigerian Revolution and the Biafran War? I recommend this book.
I believe it is clear. Very, very clear. Now, quickly, make we swing over again to what is his name? Bianca. Oh no.
A video that has been making.
You know, why I they call her Bianca no? Not because of who she truly is. Bianca no is a daughter of Ono who stood to fight against the goodness or good of Ndi Igbo. Just the same way Atos and Ugbo today. Just the same way Nyanwodo today. Just the same way who again, there are many of them. Many of them, hopes of them are Soludo. Just the same way so many of them that are telling you to forget your declaration, let us go and start all over again. This declaration we are talking about today is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has fought so much to achieve. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu he has gone through hell to get to where we are today. And finally we are here. Somebody want to destroy it. I have explained to you the reason why Nigeria could not jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Listen, forget that he's innocent. But the truth is this. They wanted to have opportunity whereby after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, nobody will come to talk. Highest thing you will do, oh Nnamdi Kanu, release Nnamdi Kanu, release Nnamdi Kanu. By the time you do this for 6 months, everybody will get tired and go home. and everybody will forget Nnamdi Kanu. And nobody will be agitating for freedom, Biafra again. Biafra will subside down. And when Biafra can't go down, they go can't have reason say, yes, we tell you, say, Nnamdi Kanu, they instigate these people to do violence. They instigate them to carry arms when they no carry arms. So, because when they go begin the massacre them from Paul, for toll gate Onisha, for everywhere, even to the point, this is Peter Mba, not to Peter Mba, what is his name? During the time of Peter Obi, Biafrans were lowered down 6 feet, alive and covered. Alive! This part, nobody is talking about it. During Impo, open fire. Both those that were singing and those that were passing by and those that were doing their business, everybody leveled down. And who were the people that did this? They are the same Fulani soldiers that are all over Biafran land today. Did Peter Obi say anything? Both the ones of Izu River, did Peter Obi say anything? No. The only thing Peter Obi told you is that he was not around when this happened. You were not around good when you came back and find out that your land was besieged and your brothers and sisters were massacred. What did you do, Peter Obi? Did you say anything about it? Did you give any press release? Did you make any statement? Peter Obi covered it. Let me tell you, if you ask me to analyze what Peter Obi did, Peter Obi planned it and they went away so that you will say, in no day, no being give order. But whether na you give order or na your government give order, Peter Obi, na you do am. So Bianca Ono today is here. You see what is happening? Go to Yoruba land. Remember, Yoruba people has gone into alliance with the Fulani headers or Meyeti Allah or whatever they call themselves. I want us to remember this. Funanis have gone into alliance or agreement or peace accord. They have signed peace treaty with them. Remember, after they signed the peace treaty, what happened? Did anything? No. Today, the thing has been removed from gear. Every day, more and more. See, as anger herdsmen bandit on life, take away the life of 42 Benue today. This happened yesterday. And in Yoruba also, how many? Can you count them in Yoruba land? I don't think you can count. In Yoruba, he said, and headers deadly attack in Ondo, Benue, Nasarawa, many on life, to many lives taken away. Yoruba, Benue, Ondo, Ondo, Benue, Nasarawa, many people. I want to make you understand what thing that happened. We know they talk of the one in Enugu now. Now, you see evidence and the proof. And I want to ask you a question. All these things that is happening today, you see, at the talk the other day, one useless shade, they are not here, driver, where they answer Dr. Shade, driver in Canada, we say name that driver, doctor. Okay, driver, you don't even pass doctorate for driving. He said no, and he was that useless shit you see host space with Funanis against the people of Enugu. That useless shit you see. I challenge him to come to social media, come to live platform, or make him invite me. He run. He won't come Twitter where he go there talking here. No, come here so that the people go see you. If I talk or if I ask you a question, you answer me. It's not about making noise. Are you getting me? Have you seen Bianca Ojukwu? Bianca Ono, we marry Ojukwu. Have you seen her say anything, condemn, even just condemn what has happened, what has transpired, what has been going on in Enugu, her own land of nativity? You don't see him. I don't know whether maybe she don't talk. I don't know because she fit talk for Nigerian news because not every Nigerian news at the watch and the one where I fit see I go take. So maybe some of you don't hear when Bianca Ono come out to say this elders attack must stop. This is the same Bianca that came in and run to Finland to complain about Simon Ekpa. They are telling Finland that Simon Ekpa is the one responsible for what is happening, the killings going on in Biafra land. She went to America, went everywhere all over the world complaining of Simon Ekpa and against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Launching campaign, did everything. I thought Bianca Ono by now would have said, since Simon Ekpa has gone out, Nnamdi Kanu is not there. Who is committing this? And we have seen the people, the indigenous people, come out to tell you that the people doing this to us are Fulani headers. And then we Ifuru, that, we Ifuru, I don't know what it is in your language or your mother tongue, but to me, Ifuru means useless thing. Ifuru means useless thing. To me, in my language, in my tongue, Igbo own tongue. Ifuru means useless thing. So if the useless thing and a governor for Ebonyi State, he can say, if anybody there open mouth to say na Fulani attack on that person, and then continue, whoever talk, he go carry and put for prison. Whoever talk, so intimidate them, and all of them get scared and run away. And now we in Enugu, the same, make I no go use what thing they go make. This shade. I will block you from my YouTube. Do you hear me? I will block you. If you ever repeat this, your useless statement again, I will block you now. It's either you walk away peacefully, or I will block you. Woto. Go call your papa, make he give woto now. Call your papa, make he come give the woto. Nonsense. So, Enugu, the man where they call Peter Mba, brother to Shade, in it be like all of you will be Shade yourself at the same thing. Don't make me classify you with that useless Shade in Canada. Be careful. That is Shade where they valueless. Come out to say no be Funani they do am na communal conflict they get. Are you getting it? When the indigenous people tell you who do them, the shit they say no be true. Shit is there for Canada. They tell people who they do them, waiting they do them. Who do you? Shit. Blind you, blind Nkaku. Have you seen Bianca Ono after Bianca Ono gallivanted and the shower praises on herself that Simon Ekpa is responsible for insecurity? Today, Bianca Ono, who is responsible for the insecurity in Enugu? Is it me? Who is that? Who is responsible? Bianca Ono. Who is that? Let us listen to this.
In the rounds on social media showing the bishop of the Anglican Diocese of Ehamufu addressing the women who protested against purported killings by suspected Fulani herdsmen. Let's take a look.
We don't do anything.
And this viral video has prompted a hashtag on X, Enugu is bleeding, in a bid to garner a reaction or action from the state's government. While Afia TV is yet to receive a response to multiple requests made for a representative to come and speak on the matter, investigations are definitely underway. Now, we do understand that a visit was paid by the deputy governor as well as heads of security agencies on Saturday to the embattled local government and, of course, Ehamufu. But we're yet to really understand what the findings were, how that visit went. They did say that a statement would be released that would state, of course, the investigations and what they found concerning that development. But right here, live in the studio, we do have Reverend Canon Thompson Odera Chigozie, Chaplain, Chapel of His Presence, Federal College of Education, Ehamufu. He is also the present chaplain to the Bishop of Ehamufu Diocese, Anglican Communion, on politics and good governance. Pleasure to have you on, sir. Thank you for joining.
Good morning and welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to have you. So we understand that the communities were visited by the Deputy Governor, heads of security agencies, but we don't really know how far that went, what they were able to discover, the reaction of the people from those communities. Would you please tell us how that visit went and how the communities received that information, as well as your role in all of this?
Yes, we didn't know that anybody from the government house was paying visit to the community. So I was somewhere when I saw a convoy, and the people were saying that the deputy governor came. So they were moving from Biaca back to Ehamufu town. So they didn't say anything. They went straight to the hinterland of Beti, very close to our boundary with Benue State. So after, they now came back to Ehamufu town and went to Biaca. They also went to another farm settlement where one of the women was gang raped. So one of them died recently, but the last person, just 2 weeks ago, that one is still alive. The one after raping her, they put a stick inside her private part. So he was pleading with Dr. Nebo, so where she was admitted as a Manika's hospital in Ehamufu, popularly known as Timbashed Hospital, because the hospital is located very close to Timbashed, Ehamufu Timbashed. So the woman was begging the doctor to inject him with any drug that went in her life because of the pain. Imagine inserting a stick inside the woman's private part. So unfortunately, the deputy governor came. SSA to the governor on security also came, but they didn't address the people. So we are confused. We didn't know the aim of their visit. I was living close to one of the local security men. So who waits there with them? So I asked him, what was the thing? He said that they didn't say anything.
So just move back and forth and left.
Yes, and left. So we gathered at Ehamufu roundabout where the women did the protest. Yes. So we thought that upon reaching there, it should address the people. So I met with 2 of the women leaders yesterday. They said that they didn't know that they were told that the deputy governor came. So we didn't know the purpose of the visit. Some are saying maybe they came to inspect the ongoing road project. So if it is in line with the protest, I think it should have addressed the people. So for now, as it stands in Ehamufu, we've not heard anything from the government.
There were multiple the same video, but multiple interpretations. While people from the communities were saying that they were protesting against the attacks, another one surfaced saying that they were commending some of the work done by the state government. So there's that conundrum. But then what I think clarified issues for some people was when they saw the bishop of the Anglican Diocese come out and say he was standing with the protesting women. So were you there at that point? Were you within the crowd? And, tell us your appreciation of the conflicting meanings of that video.
All right. The thing is that, let me just be frank.
Please be.
The people chanting solidarity, that is the revised video now.
Yeah.
So I think it is the handwork of the local government chairman, who has not been doing enough. For the governor, in fact, he just tried to whip up sentiments. He was the one who organized that.
But that's still an allegation. You're saying that the local government chairman could, but we're not sure if it was him, because there are many actors that could have actually done that.
Yes. So what we're saying is that immediately, you know what, you read what his press release.
Yes.
He said that the protest was politically motivated. And some clergymen in the land were the one instigating the women. So they are now charting solidarities for the government, no, for this. So we have no problem with the governor of Enugu State. Let me say it here. This is live stream. There is no governor since 1999. Since 1991, this state was created. No governor has done what this present governor has done for young people. Currently, he's building 21-kilometer routes from a harmful town to Old York Bank, very close to our boundary with Benue. No governor had done that for us for the first time. The smart school is building across Enugu State. We have ongoing 7 smart schools right now in the Ham. So the governor is trying, but the local government chairman is just trying to misinform the governor that harmful people.
Are you seeing how stupid they? This is a man of God, though. Very stupid. Very, very stupid. Very stupid person that say he is a man of God. Your governor is building road for you. Your governor is building school for you. Peter Mba is building aeroplane for you. And then Peter Obi is not stopping the headers from killing you. Have you seen how useless your brain there? No, listen now, check him. He is praising Peter Obi for building road for them, building ultra-modern market for them. Why the same person is allowing headers to come and come out your head, butcher you like an annuezi? And you are sitting here telling the world that he's a good man. If Peter Mban a good man, why you know? Listen, your road is useless as you are, as useless as you are. Because if you build the road and wipe out the communities, who are you building the road for? Useless people. You don't know they are building the road for the headers that are coming. You think it's for you. If he is building the road for you, he should have given you protection. He should have given you security. Look at your head. The pastor. Pastors that are singing praises of politicians because of what they will get. You don't want to say the truth. A harmful people has been massacred at time without number. Every day, na customer for death they be. They don't become customer for the hand of headers. To the point, you are the one. Now this same man now they here, they tell you how the government has not done anything concerning the Fulani buying people, unlifing them, commoting their head, doing every other thing, clearing them, raping them, using sticky to destroy them, to the point that the woman will remain alive. They beg doctor, make him give him something, make him die because he no fit go through this pain. Your government no come talk. Your government don't say anything, and you are praising that same government. Are you not a fool? Nonsense.
And for labor, that because of their son, Chidoke Doga,
matters. And what would be your reaction to the seeming silence from the government on this matter, particularly the LG chairman in this case?
Thank you very much for having me. My position aligns completely with that of the reverend gentleman with you people at the studio. It is not different from what the bishop said, which is on record, and some of our other people that have been working with us at the Food Development Union level. The situation, as you have heard severally, is that our people have become endangered as a result of successive and incessant attack by herdsmen, Fulani herdsmen. trying to wipe away our people. Already, as you might have known, they have chased our people away from their farms and farm settlements, covering several kilometers. And people ran home to the homesteads since 2022.
Are you listening? Are you listening? Since 2022, their farms has been taken. Since 2022, their farms has been taken. I want you to understand what is going on. And this is what people are not talking about. It's not, you must not believe Simon Ekpa. You must not believe Nnamdi Kanu. You must not believe Dr. Ngozi Orebeze, but come out and condemn evil. No, you gather on the space to call Ngozi Orebeze because it's Ngozi Orebeze that is sending these headers to go and attack them. You gather in Dr. Damage that have damaged all of your brain and they condemn Simon Ekpa is a criminal. That useless boy that say he is a cone, a military man in the Kafanchan or military man in the moon that call himself cone or professor. You think he's by packing book. It's not about the amount of book you read or you read. It's about the small sense where God will give you, whether they use them well. That is what we call common sense. You say your name na code. You gather, you are envious of what Simon Ekpa have achieved. You are envious of, jealous of what he is doing. You cannot concentrate on yourself and work on yourself. Look at what is going on in Anambra. I thought by now that Egu that called himself Cole that has been damaged with the damages in the platform of Dr. Damage should have been condemning Soludo. No, he will not do it. He is happy that he has gone in, all of them have disappeared. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was there, they will gather from morning till night to blast her, to fight, to condemn Nnamdi Kanu. Today, Simon Ekpa, they gather to fight and blast her and they condemn Simon Ekpa. Immediately, Simon Ekpa was taken into custody. They disappear. Do you see them gather? That useless code. Do you see him come and talk about how Simon is causing insecurity again? Do you see him? You gather to say is Simon. Now, who is it? Bianco, no, who is it? The same Bianco no that discovered over 300 decomposing body in a shallow grave in Anambra State. She did nothing about it. Only discovered it. News carried it today. They sealed it. The same person that claimed he is coming to bring peace. What has she done? What is she doing? Am I talking of the one called himself Benjamin Ekalo? He was dancing. Hey, Tinubu is signing Igbo, what Igbo, whatever. Where is it?
And now they have also come down to the homesteads. As you heard, the events that happened, the rape, the last killings, all happened close to our homesteads. Coming to the seeming.
I want you to understand what he's saying. He said here that they firstly took over their farmlands and they ran away from farm and they ran, because before those people that farm, they used to build small houses where they stay. When farming season reach, they go live there. When their farm finish, they live there. When their farm finish, they live there. And when they finish farming, they go they visit their farm. During when harvesting reach, they go live for the house again. So when Funani came, they destroyed their houses, destroyed their farms, destroyed their product, destroyed everything, destroyed their crops, and then they ran away and they have killed many of them. They ran away to back to their house, to their communities. Now, after Funani have conquered those areas, they now come against them in their communities. I want you to understand what is happening. And those of you in Imo, those of you in Calabar, Akwa Ibom, Uyo, go and find out what is happening in Ishan. What is going on in Edo Ishan? Edo, Ishanwari, all those what do you call them, or watch them, how Fulanese are doing their evil in those places. Nobody is saying anything. They will not come out to report to you. What they will come out to report to you? We are not Biafrans. Don't include us in your Biafra. Useless people are damaged, grow brain or have damage. They don't know their problem. That is why they cannot concentrate and focus their problem. And you think this thing is ending there in Enugu? No. I want you to remember. Firstly, it was in Ebonyi. They were busy taking over Ebonyi. When they have succeeded in planting their strongholds in every corner, in everywhere, they leave Ebonyi. They now go over to Enugu. By the time they finish or they succeed in planting their huge Goliaths that have conquered, they have conquered. Because when they conquered, they have planted everything they need to plant there. They will live there and they are coming to Anambra. I want you to remember the history and the story. I want you to remember their game plan or their routine. I want you to remember their own rule of engagement is to conquer you step by step, kindred by kindred, community by community, local governments by local government, county by county, state by state. And they are doing it from Borno. They have come down to Kaduna, come down to Benue, come down to Niger. Now they are there in Ebonyi. They are there in Enugu, and you think they are not coming to Anambra. Let me tell you, what you should ask yourself is this: when will you find? Have you ever seen this Enugu AVG, Anambra VGL or AVG capture any Fulani man and deal with him? No. When they get any Fulani man, do you know what they do to them? Don't talk. I didn't touch you. Did I beat you? Okay, now, you remember a few days ago, those Funanis that blocked a road in Abia or Aba Owere Road, they caught them. Did you see it? They did not shoot them. These are people that have destroyed their lives. They carry sophisticated arms and they shoot on the road, kill so many people. When they caught them, they were treating them like gold. But somebody that protected himself against the Fulani headers attack and the Fulani died in the combat, they say he is going to be hanged. Step by step, they are taking over. None of us go cheer them, not be only me. So when you think I am a useless person calling you to repent and let us fight for our freedom, you think it's only, hey, Simon is now in prison, you are gloating, no? Hey, Nandikani is now in prison, you are gloating. Gloat! Jump, throw party. By the time they take over your papa house, you come and blame Simon Ekpa. By the time you will begin to go, hey, had I known that Nnamdi Kanu was true, hey, if I had known, I wouldn't have condemned Simon Ekpa. Then it is late. Your land has been taken over. Remember what this man is telling you. They started from farm. And when they take over your farm, you run to your house. They will come to your house. They will buy all of you. They will unlife all of you. They will remove all of you and they will take over your village. They will take over your community. They will take over your local government and they move over to another one.
You put it, a silence of the government. I want to agree with the canon there that the state government, the present state government has actually risen up to the occasion of late. And that is why we actually believe that the challenge has been that of misinformation. But I can confirm that the Enugu state government has actually taken up the challenge. We are hoping that going forward, that the government will live up to the promises and the assurances that they have given our people. Talking about the visits on Saturday led by the deputy governor, I was actually briefed because I get briefing on daily basis. And as I follow events, I was briefed about that visit. They were sent by the governor but it was a kind of fact-finding mission, especially going by the misinformation that have been going on from the local government, from the chairman of the local government and his cohorts. So the governor decided to send this high-powered team on a fact-finding mission. Probably the reason they didn't want to address anybody, they just wanted to go and see for themselves. Like I said, I was in the know because they pre-informed us and also asked us, the development union, to make available our neighborhood watch, our vigilante men, to lead them. And it was actually some of our vigilante people that led them to those places. They couldn't have gone there on their own because they wouldn't know the routes. So I believe that within this week, government will make a statement and then come up with strategies, maybe adopt suggestions that we have made or come up with new ones that will holistically address the problem.
All right. It's great that, you've clarified that at least action is being taken. But now bringing it back to you, Father,
And I want you to also know that this is not the first, it's not the second, it's not the third, it's not the fourth, it's not even number 10 attack that these people are doing. And they have been trying to come up with a solution. Till today, no solution has been achieved. Somebody that took over their farms, you did not talk, you allowed them. What did you do? You send your emissaries from your fatherland. A foolish people carry their crowns and they enter motor and they enter aeroplane and they go to north, go to Sokoto to bow down and they beg them. Tell your headers to stop killing my people. Have you seen how useless these people you call your kings are? When I tell you that they are useless people, you do not understand. You do not want to understand. Continue. Listen.
Dealing with a situation where people think that it's the entire Hamufu that is being attacked by this herdsmen. Could you please, suspected herdsmen, could you paint a picture of the exact areas in that community or in the communities that these people are actually laying siege, so that we don't assume it's the entire 99 miles?
Thank you so much for this question. Look, the people have been, once you mention a Hamufu, everybody would think that it is the whole entire Hamufu. Even in the Federal College of Education, where I'm the chaplain, the number of students who are seeking for admission into that school, in fact, has reduced drastically. Last admission, there are some departments that didn't get even one student. Because of this, they will tell that they're killing people. Actually, the Hamufu town, nothing is happening there. But 75% of our people live in the farm settlements. In fact, that was even where I was born. I schooled my primary school there and did everything. I was baptized there. I started this my Christian journey there. So we were living away. Sometimes we come to the home state once in a year. So we have lived there for hundreds of years, doing everything, doing farming activities. Yamfu is a good basket of Enugu state. So, but today, we are begging for food. So it is happening in the farm settlements. From between 2021, on March 11th, they killed the first person. May 24th, they killed another set of people, including the husband and wife. So since that time, our people deserted that site till today. They have not gone back. So it is not the entire Hamfu. Hamfu town is okay. Hamfu is made up of 7 autonomous communities. The autonomous communities that are most hit by these attacks are Nguji autonomous community. That is my own community. Then Boishala, that is my colleague's own autonomous community, Dr. Ojukwu. Then Ehegu autonomous community and Agamedu autonomous community. So these are the 4 autonomous communities. Iheni is free, Amedi is free, who partly is part of the attack, but majority, they are free. So this is the truth of the whole matter.
Okay, my question should be, right, you talked about, even Dr. Simon talked about the local vigilantes accompanying the government representatives to go, investigate and ascertain what, the areas and all that, right? So my question is, are they overwhelmed? Are they even tackling this issue head on, the local vigilantes in that area? What are they doing at this point in time? Are they overwhelmed that these things do happen and there's no counter or find a way to, get people safe in those hinterland, right? Those farmlands. What is happening to those local vigilantes? Because I just heard you talk about it and Dr. Simon talk about the local vigilantes.
Okay. We have different local vigilantes. The one set up by the local government chairman. And since people have been pointing him as having finger in the recent happenings, I'm not sure, but
alleged, yes, it's an accusation.
Yeah, it's an allegation. So now people don't trust those security he set up.
Why? Because they think they are protecting only his interest.
Yes. They think that he who pays the piper takes the tune. Then we have another one that was just recently one of our brothers by name Simon Obona registered the security outfit right there in Abuja, and he employed the 40 young men. But immediately they were inaugurated, the local government chairman termed them Eastern Security Nguji Autonomous Community. That is my own community. Then Boishala, that is my colleague's own autonomous community, Dr. Ojukwu. Then Ehegu Autonomous Community and Agamedi Autonomous Community. So these are the 4 autonomous communities. Iheni is free, Amedi is free, Umuhu partly is part of the attack, but majority, they are free. So this is the truth of the whole matter.
Okay, my question should be, right, you talked about, even Dr. Simon talked about the local vigilantes accompanying the government representatives to go, investigate and ascertain what, the areas and all that, right? So my question is, are they overwhelmed? Are they even tackling this issue head on, the local vigilantes in that area? What are they doing at this point in time? Are they overwhelmed that these things do happen and there's no counter or find a way to, get people safe in those hinterland, right? Those farmlands. What is happening to those local vigilantes? Because I just heard you talk about it and Dr. Simon talk about the local vigilantes.
Okay. We have different local vigilantes. The one set up by the local government chairman. And since people have been pointing him as having finger in the recent happenings, I'm not sure, but
alleged, yes, it's an accusation.
It's an allegation. So now people don't trust those security he set up.
Why? Because they think they are protecting only his interest.
Yes. They think that he who pays the piper takes the tune. Then we have another one that was just recently one of our brothers by name Simon Obona registered the security outfit right there in Abuja, and he employed the 40 young men. But immediately they were inaugurated, the local government chairman termed them Eastern Security people. Okay. Then he arrested the executive, 5 of them. They stayed for over 2 weeks here in Enugu. It took the intervention of the governor, who mandated him to release those people.
While I appreciate that we're speaking about the church.
You see why their help will never come in Enugu, because the people causing the headers to come and attack them are the so-called people they call their head governors, politicians, and so on. To point, somebody, a businessman, out of his goodwill, out of his own good heart, use his money, gather people, register them as vigilante to guide the community. The local government say they be ESN and they arrested them and stopped them. They don't want anything unless the people they formed. That is the same thing that is going in Anambra, in Imo. If it is not that one that them government informed that we spare the Fulanese and wipe out the people of the land, they will not permit it. You remember Ebubago, you remember AVG, all of them, are they not the same thing? That is what is happening. Today, in all this thing that is happening, have you asked yourself, have you heard Biaca Ono made any statement? Biaca Ono will not come out to make a statement. Biaca Ono have not made a statement. Are you getting the truth? Are you getting the message? Biaca Ono will never ever make a statement. Because this is what she stands for. This is what she is working for. To make sure that their land were finalized. To make sure that the land will be finalized. The same Biaca Ono that Collude, the Biaca Ojukwu, in case you don't know who I'm talking about, is the same Biaca Ono. His father's name is Ono. The same Biaca Ono that colludes with Nigeria to stop Simon Ekpa. The same Biaca that collude with Nigeria to bring in the foot soldiers in the name of headers to take lives and take community and take farmlands of the people of Enugu, of Biafran land. Not because when you think it's only Enugu, it's not only Enugu. They are expanding. Remember what the governor of what is his name? Governor of Niger State said. He said that they are still calling them to come over. That they are in Niger State, they have the highest number of Fulani converts all over the world. All over the world. Only in Niger, the ones who were there for Sokoto no follow. The ones who were there Kaduna, the one who were there anywhere in the world no follow. Only the ones were there for Niger State pass if you gather Fulani all over the world, is for you to understand. And he's telling you they are not calling government to come and attack them. That government should not attack them. No matter what they do, they will talk to them. Are you getting the message? And that they are still inviting them to come. They love them to come and take over your land. And the Biaca Ono will not hear that. And the Biaca Ono have not heard that a woman like her, and let me tell you, you see, those of you that don't understand the amount of krewa, is not that they just catch these women and krewa them. No, if they dare 10, all of them go krewa the same person. That is why when they krewa finish, some of them go die. I don't show you many pictures of so many of them who died before. When they krewa them, to the point, they krewa, this one where they did two arbitrary, catch one woman, they go krewa, they tie the woman, keep them. When they krewa tire, they go sit down, go find something eat. When they finish, they come begin the krewa the woman. Until they krewa, they come tire, they come use stick. Because the woman no gree die. Probably they believe that if we don't krewa you suppose die. When the woman do that, they use stick for woman body. And the Biaca know you be woman. Biaca, I believe you say you get pikin for woman. If you no speak out, the same thing go happen to your children, Biaca. And it go happen to you, Biaca. You feel say you know that possible. Don't worry, you know past God. That is the problem. They have been sabotaging that harmful Enugu airport. All of them. If anybody make any attempt to help, now then go sabotage them. Say now this one, now you be the evil man. You've seen the videos. I've shown the video where they go to Enugu to beg. I'll show you the video where they were telling you that they proudly, an old man, a 70-year-old man, come out. He said, I may be king. I work with a commandant. I work with the general. I work with the captain to take away IPOB. The people that tell you they want freedom from what is happening after you have colluded with the Funanate and Tamarin and co. Where are you today? Are they not killing you? Probably by now, if that man know their life again, maybe they don't come out. Yeah, maybe they don't alive him. I want you to understand that what is happening today is happening soon. Edo State is finished. Edo State is finished because nobody is reporting what is going on there. Only that young man called Okocha that is reporting. Outside him, nobody is reporting anything that's happening in Delta, in Edo. Nobody. Nobody. And the Fulefu that is like Okonu Namashianya, he will come out and they tell you he supported fools everywhere. Fools everywhere. You making Gozo Rabeze your problem. Your problem will never end because you have refused to identify your problem and tackle your problem. That is why your problem will never end until that problem consumes you. You leave Bianca, oh no, you should fight. You are fighting Dr. Ngozo Rabeze. Are you not a fool? Like I told you yesterday, if you ever step down from fighting for your freedom, you are gone. Your generation is gone. Don't think anybody is coming to save you. Soludo is already showing you a sign that he is ready to finalize you just because he wants to remain in power. Hope Uzodema has already installed a Emir in advance for you in a way. Where will you run to? Alex Oti is there busy building road and construction with Arab people money. Winfrey is there. If you open mouth and say that the headers are attacking you, he will lock you up. Peter Mba is there telling you there is no shaking. Our land is under control. He will build the road for you and give Funanese something to come and come out your head. Who will you run to? Is it not time you wake up and fight for yourself? And they are telling you, your problem is Simon Ekpa. Your problem is Simon Ekpa. I will bring proof. I will bring evidence. Immediately. The same man that you shoot in the market, young men and young women that went to protest, that you should open their shop. Today, the same Efule that call himself Soludo have allowed the people. You see, when we tell you something, you see, when you hear strangulation, economic strangulation, you don't understand. Look at what is going in Onisha now for 2 weeks or so. They have locked a wall. They have locked the market. And when we call you to sit at home for 1 day, you think you are doing me a favor. All these are the injustice we are crying for. We tell you that they are coming with economic strangulation. I want to ask you a question. Do Nigeria have the power to get NAFDAC number from a drug produced in America? If you are a businessman that import drugs from America, from United Kingdom, from Australia, how do you get Nigerian NAFDAC number on those drugs? I want to tell you that Nigeria is strangulating your economy, in case you don't know. And they will come out to pretend that they are helping you, they love you, that your problem is Simon Ekpa. All the medicine they pack. Listen, they don't even know they are not shaking if the medicine is original unknown original. No. All they check is they come, this one have NAFDAC number, they check. Oh, no NAFDAC number is fake. They pack all the goods in the warehouse. If you like, make it be 20 container, they pack and go through away. Destroy them. You can imagine how much money is involved. And not only that, shops has been sealed forever. Shops has been locked up for weeks. How are those people feeding now? And when we call you to sit at home, let us fight against these people. You say, no, today is Ojukwu in Onitsha. Tomorrow, where will it be? Tomorrow, where will it be? You never can tell. That is why we must all fight together. When they are fighting your brother, don't think they will not come for you. The same way, the same manner, the same power they used against your brother, against your sister, against your people, they will use it against you. How can you tell me that a medicine, a drug is fake because it doesn't have NAFDAC number? I thought you should have, listen, here, in this country, where I am, if you buy any medicine, it's original. There is nothing like fake, whether imported or produced within. Because before you import it, their own drug law enforcement agency will ensure, before you even import it, you have to register the drug before it comes. When drug come, even if na common toothpick you import into this country, even if I buy them online, if I buy drug online here now, if I buy toothpick online, see toothpick, make I explain. You see this thing, na toothpick it is. Because when we dey talk, you know they understand. I buy this toothpick online. See am. This is plastic toothpick I bought online. If you follow the line, those of you in a civilized country will know what I'm saying. If you follow if you monitor them, you go see say it don't reach custom don't clear them. It don't reach I don't forget what thing that they call their drug or enforcement something. You go reach the way when they go test them to see if that toothpick have anything where they contaminated, where go affect person for use. After checking, they go pass them. Say if they okay for consumption or for use. Whether you buy food or you buy anything, it's the same thing. So when they carry and come, they go carry and give you because it is good. If they tested it and find anything, they go carry and go back to where it be. They don't go destroy them. They go send them back to who bring and come. But Nigeria, they no care. If you want carry dead body enter, carry them enter, you no concern them. When somebody in authority come to demand the bribe from you, if you refuse to give him, he will come and walk. Hey, you are importing dead body. Hey, you are importing fake medicine. It's a lie. NAFDAC does not have power to give their number to American medical production people. Wait there for America, say make they put their NAFDAC. You know they work like that. They cannot put your NAFDAC number in a drug manufactured in America. They cannot put your NAFDAC number in a drug manufactured in Enugu, in UK or Australia or Ireland or even in Europe here. They don't have that power. There are many German medicines that are being imported into Nigeria. You are now destroying all of them. Why you are the one that passed them? Your custom passed them. Your NAFDAC passed them, and they entered into the country, and the people pay their fees. And today you are destroying them. You are destroying them because now Igbo man get them. Only Igbo. It is late for you to wake up. If you want, you wake up. If you want, don't wake up. But the truth remains that Abacha also Agomile. Don't run for water when the water don't soak you. Run before the rain start beating, so that the rain will not even touch you. So you will not even get wet or soaked. Run! Don't wait to get soaked. Don't wait to get wet before you start running. I go greet you now here. Make I go. Later in the day, we go come back again. So I will be joining space I'll be joining us in Twitter. Of course, now, as a question, it is true now. Is it not what is happening now? But our people is that when they hear the tell you say forget it, this is not true. But it is happening to them now. They are not listening. That is their problem. Until our people decide to make use of every information, even if not fake information, use and guard yourself. Be ready in case when it will come. I'm going to stop this program here. We will see later. God bless us all. Until I see you later in the day again. And I go say bye for now.
Ask you this: would you want to own a gun yourself? Would you want to be able to defend yourself if you are attacked by armed robbers or by kidnappers in your own home? Would you want to be able to defend your children and your wife if you are attacked? I mean, you're telling me no, you don't want to handle a gun. If you don't want to handle a gun, that's your problem. Then don't handle a gun. But there are many people out there who want to be given the opportunity to defend themselves. So I speak on behalf of those ones, not for people like you who might not want to have a gun, who are vulnerable, but you want to remain vulnerable. But you know that the police and the military cannot defend you. So look, as I said before, out there, there are already a proliferation of arms in the hands of kidnappers and armed robbers and bandits. So you just want them to continue? But you know also that the other alternative is to keep funding the military, keep funding the police, but we're not getting anywhere. Because before you and me, over the years, you know that in this country, that system has failed.